All right, so what we're going to talk about today is continuous compound interest. Okay, so it's if we're compounding the interest continuously. And so yesterday we did it a set number of times, quarterly, biannually, every week. Okay, and so when we do it continuously, this is our equation, and we use E instead of the 1 plus like we did yesterday. And y'all, we've talked about E before. It's like pi, right? It's a constant. It's just a number. And so it's a calculator button, and I showed you where it was. So when we take log of 10, we know it's a base of 10. And that's what's on the calculator, right? The log button, the one that's right here. That's the log, it's base 10. When we're taking log base E, we just name it something different and we call it the natural log. So that's the LN button, and that's why the E is above the LN button, because it has a base E. Okay? Now, I know y'all, log base 10 of 10, these equal 1. Right? They undo each other, right? The base and the log, they undo each other. So if this is the natural log of E to the 1, they undo each other also, and it equals 1, just like the log base 10. Okay? So here's the deal. Nothing is going to change except we're using an E now instead of the 1 plus in the parentheses. This is the formula we'll use. And so I'm going to have A, P, R, and T this time. A is the final amount, P is the initial amount, R is the rate, and T is the time. And remember, the time is always in years, right? We say in years. So if I invest $1,300, that's my P. It's at a rate of 4.3%, which is 0.043. It's compounded continuously, so I know I have to use the PERT formula. And it's after 3 years, which is T equals 3. So I'm going to get A equals 1,300 E 2. So it's R times T, right? So I'm going to take 0.043 times 3. And if you did this, you would come up with $1,479, and it was 99 cents, so we rounded up. And also, y'all, you'll notice when I'm writing, I'm not putting the comma, right? I don't put the comma. And the reason I'm not putting the comma, the Delta math counts it wrong if you put a comma there. So that's why I'm writing it without the comma, okay? All right. The next one, we need the A, the P, the R, and the T. Assume you invest $5,000, and it's compounded continuously, so we're using PERT. The rate is 0.055, and it wants to know how long, so I don't know the time. That's what I'm looking for, and it wants to know how long it would take to triple the money. So if I start with 5,000, how much would I end up with? There you go. And so if I write this, I get 15,000 equals 5,000 E 0.055 and the T. So the first thing I have to do is divide, right? I have to get the E by itself. So I'm going to divide both sides by 5,000. So when I take 5,000 divided by 5, y'all, what do I get? 3, because I'm tripling, right? So if we did a problem, and let's say they said the money doubled, but they didn't give you any money, you would put the 2 here. If it says quadruple, you would put the 4, okay? So you don't always need the A and the P. It would go right here, though, okay? So then I have E to the 0.055T. Okay, guys, where is my variable? It's in the exponent. We only know one thing to do to get it out. What do we have to do? We're going to take the log, except I've got the e. So what kind of log am I going to take? The natural log. So I'm going to take the ln of 3 equals, and I'm going to take the ln of e over here, and the 0.055t, what happens to it? It drops to the front. So I'm going to have 0.055t. And y'all, the ln base e of e, what did we say that was? 1. So I know this is 1. So to solve for t, I just have to divide by 0.055. And if you did that, you would get about 19.975 years. Okay, can y'all try number 3? So Mr. and Mrs. Garrett plan to invest $15,000 at 6.5% compounded continuously. So am I using the 1 plus or am I going to use PERT? PERT, because it's continuous. So I need P, I need A, P, R, and T. So it says we're investing $15,000. We're going to do it for 7 years at a rate of 0.065. So my investment is going to be 15,000 E, and then we're going to take 0.065 times 7. And if you do that, you get approximately $23,642.60. So part B is asking me, how long will it take the investment to reach 20,000? So what is 20,000? Is it A, P, R, or T? A. So this time we're looking for the T, right? So I'm going to do 20,000 equals 15,000 E, and the rate is still 0.065, but we don't know the time. What's the first step? Yes. I'm going to divide by the 15,000. And if I do that, I get 4/3 over here. And what do I have to do to drop the T? What do I have to do on both sides? So I'm going to take ln on this side, and then I'm going to say 0.065 T, and then ln of E. But what does ln of E equal? This is 1. And so what do I have to divide by? So I have to divide the whole thing by 0.065. And if I do that, my T is approximately equal to 4.426 years. So for C, it says, if the Garretts decide to invest $15,000 in a CD that pays 7% interest compounded quarterly. So this time, am I going to use the PERT or the 1 plus? I'm going to use the 1 plus. So I need A, I need P, I need R, N, and T. A is what I'm looking for. I'm putting $15,000 in. My rate this time is 0.07. It's compounded quarterly, so that makes my N 4. And how many years? 7. So my T is 7. So y'all, which would you guess? Would you guess that you're going to get more money with the compound continuously or the compounded quarterly? Why the quarterly? Why would you guess quarterly? It's 4 times a year, but continuously is like all the time. I'm not talking you out, I'm just asking. Like why, like, so in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, continuously, I'm going to get more money, but which one has the higher interest rate? Quarterly. So I guess it would depend on how much that affects, right? Okay, so let's see. So I'm going to get A equals 15,000, and I get 1 plus 0.07 divided by 4 raised to, and then it's 4 times 7, right? So it's 28 up here. So if you do that, it's approximately equal to $24,381.19. So were you right or were you wrong, Francisco? You were right. So what is it asking? Indicate which method would earn the Garretts the most, and what would the difference be? So what would you do to find the difference? You just subtract the two. So answer in a complete sentence. The compounded quarterly is higher by approximately 738.59 because of the higher interest rate. Okay, there's a delta math